The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Kings in Sacramento. Looking at the Kings, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. Well, the Kings have a whole load of players who can go off on any given night. Shaq, who's your pick to have a big game here?
Well, DeMarcus Cousins is the best center in the NBA in my book. He's a good bet. Matter of fact, he's a sure bet. Make it light on yourself, Kenny.
Well, Rudy Gay, I'm telling you, this guy doesn't get enough credit. You know, he does a lot of things on the floor. Ad-lib.
he is able to ad-lib, isn't he? Let's go to courtside, Kevin Harlan.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. The injury to Andrew Wiggins is really the big news here.
Yeah, it's going to be a few weeks until they can get him back, but not as bad as it could have been. In the end, given the way it looked, boy, I tell you, when they had to help him off, we'll probably consider that to be good news.
Well, a few weeks will still impact the season in a big way, but yeah, very fortunate he's not out for the year.
And before the game gets started here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Dave Yeager. Dave.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. See if they got the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David. We got a battle at center tonight. What will you be watching there?
Yeah, I think these are two franchises, Kevin, that obviously pride themselves on what they do on the defensive end. It all starts there. Their philosophy is championships begin there. And if you're talking about defense, no better position to start from than the center spot. 2 great rim protectors that we're going to watch tonight.
Make a difference. They certainly do. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Dunn. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Garnett. Then there's Towns, and it's Levine at the shooting guard position. And Muhammad gets it to go.
What you love about Muhammad, his hands are always ready to catch the ball and his mind trained on the bucket.
Inside, and a follow bucket on the assist by Collison.
Just a terrific delivery into the low post. Love to get those buckets nice and close, high percentage shots.
Dunn kicks to Garnett. Passes it to Towns. Vader on the way. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, this is one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA already. Towns doing everything these days.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Back to Levine. He kicks it to Towns. There's the feed to Garnett. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Hey, Garnett may have lost a step in terms of quickness, but makes up for that with strength and body control.
Collison dishes to Gay. Inside, here's Tolliver. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Dunn passes to Towns. Kicks to Dunn. Dishes it to Muhammad. 3-pointers off the mark.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And a follow wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. No good on that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
You know, I think it goes back to fundamentals. I didn't see guys creating for their teammates, and that really led to some poor shot selection.
Shot clock at 3, and Muhammad gets it to go. Muhammad's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. Collison kicks to Gay. Knocked loose. Back to Collison. From outside the arc. Well, put that. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves leading by 6. Muhammad dishes to Garnett. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, now we're speaking Kevin Garnett's language, one of the great mid-range shooting bigs in NBA history.
And Cousins kicks to Gay. Done with it, working on Collison. Muhammad, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Muhammad's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento. And the results for Minnesota haven't come just yet during their rebuild, but Doris, they have plenty of things to cheer for. This is one of the most dynamic and exciting offenses to watch in the league.
Oh, Kevin, there's no doubt. Up and down the roster, the Wolves have players that are always a threat to make a top 10 play. Wiggins and Levine, both some of the best dunkers in the league. Cat can do things most players his size only dream about.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Quick breather and maybe scheme something up that we haven't seen yet in this game. We'll know soon enough.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. 5th best, the Kings.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Tolliver. Tries to keep it alive. He feeds it to Gay to stop the drought. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Now here's Muhammad. He's covered by Gay. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. One thing you can't help but notice, Doris, with Muhammad is just how strong he is. Listed at 6'6", which is a good height for his position. He can bully everyone else on the wings with his strength.
You know, I think, Kevin, he welcomes the contact. That's perhaps more important than anything. Muhammad is very good at absorbing a hit underneath and continuing on to get a chance at a three-point play. And he looks very much at home under the hoop, even when he has to try to out-muscle opposing big men.
Here's Collison, following the score by Kevin Garnett. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Muhammad. Garnett the pass to Dunn. Now here's Muhammad. Not a lot of room. The dish to Towns. And stolen by Cousins. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Follows running.
Jog back now. Follow with the quick start. It's right to the rack.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Done with it. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Levine, good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
This guy puts yeoman's work on the glass. He works so hard to get second chance opportunities.
Dunn kicks to Garnett. And Muhammad has it in the corner. Feeds to Dunn. From beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Dunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Here's Cousins. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Now here's Collison. It's a 14-point game.
I love what I see from him this quarter. Very decisive and very accurate.
Dunn kicks to Towns. Now here's Dunn. He's covered by Collison. Towns against Cousins. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for Kevin Garnett.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Right side, Collison. Doesn't go that time. Minnesota leading by 14. And Muhammad kicks to Towns. Back to Muhammad. He dishes it to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Garnett. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Boy, very difficult to defend when he gets into this kind of rhythm, which has been all quarter long.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, guys, I think maybe at the start of the season last year, there was a little bit of doubt, but it was pretty apparent pretty quickly that Cat was the Rookie of the Year. You know, this guy played at a near all-star level from games 1 through 82, never missed a beat. One of the most impressive rookie seasons this league has ever seen.
And Towns was a runaway with the Rookie of the Year, as many expected, Doris. Not many rookies can average 18 points and 10 rebounds right out of the gate.
Yeah, it's just rare to see a rookie come in at the age Cat did and be so proficient in so many areas. You know, very often Karl Anthony Towns looked like a 10-year vet as a rookie. He had the most statistically impressive rookie year since Blake Griffin's debut back in 2011.
Changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Tolliver. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Minnesota, Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. Hill comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. Here's Temple. Outside Collison. The pass to Cousins. Poked away. Barnes outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. Minnesota leading by 16. Jang dishes to Hill. Rubio outside. Passes it to Muhammad. Kicks it out to Rubio. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And Muhammad gets it to go.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
And Temple kicks to Collison. Misses the 3.
He hasn't been able to shoot for a high percentage this quarter, but he's still pushing the action.
Yes, that goes in. Levine's got 5.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rubio against Collison to the left side wing. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
I think you'd like to see a little more determination defensively to fight through that and contest a bit.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Kings trail by 19. Here's Cousins. The shot's good. Collison making the play. 6 points here for Cousins. Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Hill passes to Dang. Rubio outside. Jang dishes to Rubio. And it's off from three-point range. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
You know, you make a great point because teams on the road usually lean on their stars. But in that one, they went straight to the bench, and they were on point.
Sacramento with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Kings making a change here. Caspy's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. And Muhammad has it in the corner. He kicks to Levine. To the paint. Wants to get it to Hill and does. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me. This high-powered offense has been on display. They're having their way at that end of the court.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Back to Rubio. In the corner, it's Levine. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, this was the match that everybody wanted to happen. A proven coach with a stellar track record pairing with a team full of young talent. Minnesota has got to be happy with the hire of Tom Thibodeau for a young core.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The feed now to Hill. Rubio against Collison. Here's Dang. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year. Zhang now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
No good on the second free throw. And when you see Zhang, you don't expect the player, Doris, of his size to be a threat from outside, but he has a very soft touch in the mid-range, and it's getting better every year, it seems.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. Zhang can definitely face up and knock shots down. Enough, certainly, to keep other big men honest when he steps out into clear space. And also helps a lot that every time he gets to the free throw line, he's been solid there.
Here's Temple after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Here's Collison. He gets that one. Collison's got his first points of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And Rubio kicks to Hill. Fires the 3. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Hill.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Collison kicks to Kufis. Rubio against Collison. Kufis the pass to Caspy. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for Jang. So it's the Timberwolves now. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Muhammad dishes to Rubio. Kicks it to Hill. 14 feet away. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Hill's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Already seizing control of this game.
Two teams in very different modes right now. One playing with energy and passion at both ends, and the other wishing for a reset button on this game.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Timberwolves lead by 21. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
Smart basketball. Be patient. Don't force anything. Let the game come to you.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Cole Aldrich is out there with Pekovic. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Rubio in at the two-guard position. Kept alive, Kufas. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Kufas has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Kings. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Andrew Wiggins' ball handling lagged behind the rest of his game before he came to the NBA, but he's found he can use his size to post up immediately. It's a talent that many players don't develop until they've been in the league for years. Kevin, he's got the footwork, and as his skills develop, he's almost certain to become a superstar.
Sure does. Thanks, D.A. Here's Gay, following the score by Cole Aldrich.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Muhammad. 32 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
And the shot goes in.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And he had the size advantage, too. Everything working in his favor in that situation.
Here's Collison. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced hitting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Rubio kicks to Aldrich. Dishes to Dunn. Muhammad, the pass to Dunn. Three-pointer. And Muhammad the bucket on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his third assist on the night. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Collison kicks to Gay. Turn around Jay. Pekovic with the rebound.
Boy, he almost never misses that shot, guys. But you know he'll take it again if he gets another good look.
Long season ahead, but these early season games count just as much as the games in March and April.
But we have seen over the last couple of years, Kevin, in both the Eastern and Western Conference, that sometimes it's a game or two separating whether or not you have home court advantage in the playoffs. The games matter in late October and early November, and the good teams understand that.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Started.
I tell you, one thing you've got to love about Ricky Rubio is that air of excitement he brings to the floor. You simply never know when he's going to fire off an amazing pass that splits defenders. It's must-see TV when this guy is out in front of the break.
And Rubio certainly does have that flair for the dramatic when he's on the floor. Reminds you, in fact, Doris, a little bit of Jason Williams.
Well, if you're talking about exciting basketball to watch, that is the highest compliment you can pay. It's not easy to demand the attention of a crowd with your passing skills alone. And Rubio has managed to do that with his on-court wizardry.
Sacramento making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kufas. Tolliver comes in for Caspi, and it's a Flalo in for Darren Collison. And then for Minnesota, Towns, who's checked in for Aldrich. And it's Garnett in for Muhammad. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Kings.
Not a lot of difference between them. You know, it's about 50-50, but this game isn't 50-50 right now. They need a big run here just to get back into the mix.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Rubio kicks to Dunn. Here's Pekovic, and again it's Minnesota.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Temple. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Now done. Pass to Rubio. And here is Dunn. Back to Rubio. And again it's Minnesota.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Screen by Cousins. Temple dishes to Cousins. Gay misses.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Garnett kicks to Rubio, and it's done in the corner. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rubio's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Pekovic. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Sacramento has possession. Screen by Cousins. And Temple kicks to Cousins to stop the run. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up. And DeMarcus Cousins, such a polarizing figure for coaches and fans alike. And this is dating back to his college days, even at Kentucky.
Yeah, maturing some, but obviously that fire burns bright within him. His passion is what helps fuel that production, especially when you start comparing him to other true centers.
Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic.
You know, you think about DeMarcus Cousins, every time you feel like he's kind of nearing his ceiling, he just explodes through it. I mean, some of the stat lines he put up, they're legendary. And if he weren't already difficult enough to defend last year, he added the ability to stroke that 3-pointer. I mean, you're talking about a 7-footer with the complete repertoire on the offensive end.
And talking about Cousins' new outside shot, he hadn't taken more than 22 3-pointers in an entire season before last year. Oh, quite a change.
Yeah, everything Cousins is doing skill-wise on the money. Maybe you'd like for him to shoot for a higher field goal percentage, but that could be nitpicking. The important thing is the total effect he has on his team.
And the shot goes in. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Temple the pass to Gay. And stolen by Dunn. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Towns. Aflalo pulls it in.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Yeah, that's the look you're working toward with your offense. It hurts when you don't get it.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Towns kicks to Rubio. Towns against Cousins. Back to Rubio. He feeds it to Jang. The dish to Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Temple kicks to Gay. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Rudy Gay, extremely versatile, has the size and athleticism to play a number of positions. He produces, but for some reason, you know, Greg, people always seem to want more out of the guy.
Yeah, some of the disrespect I think he deals with is because he hasn't played on a lot of winning teams. Greater efficiency and tougher defense are a couple of areas where he's still trying to improve.
And, you know, certainly the culture of the NBA and basketball has seen some shifts over the last couple decades. Of course, when you look at the game today, how do you think it's changed? And where do you think it's going?
But from a strategy standpoint, the biggest change in the NBA culture is that it's going smaller and faster. It's trending toward positionless players where guys can shift among 3-4 positions at a time. And then the other part of the neat thing is, in this day and age of social media, from the off-the-court stuff, we're starting to see these guys become fashion icons.
Here's Temple. He's got 8. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Rubio dishes to Jang. Back to Rubio. Jang, the pass to Garnett. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second push.
And now look at DeMarcus Cousins, some numbers on him. He's coming off an excellent season. 4th in scoring, 5th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
The Kings making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Levine's checked in.
His accuracy's been unbelievable, but they're getting dominated too many other areas.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Kings in 3rd.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
There's the pick. And Temple kicks to a follow. Towns comes with a double team. Over in the corner, Barnes. Shot clock at 6. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And it's Towns penetrating. Snatched away. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Levine dishes to Jang. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the definition of a high percentage shooter. Terrific touch by Gorgui Dieng.
Screen by Cousins. And Temple kicks to Cousins. Here's a follow. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Aaron Aflalo.
That's exactly the type of shot they're hoping for. Get it into the area where good things happen.
And Dang gets it to go.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Oh, no question. They're taking what the defense gives them rather than forcing things that aren't there. This is beautiful. You know, that's just intelligent basketball. Put that pass exactly where it needed to go to set up the shot.
Feeds it to Towns. To the inside. Jang, no luck.
Surprised he didn't finish that, guys. Boy, that's one he completes all the time.
And Aflalo, bucket on the assist by Tolliver. Aflalo's got 6 in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Levine for 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, spacing the floor with Levine hitting from range, the offense benefits greatly.
Here's Temple, 10 points for him. Pass to Cousins. They grab their own miss. Inside. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Garnett the pass to Dang. To the middle. Here's Levine. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Levine's got 15.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Here's a follow, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Minnesota's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Boy, in the last year, the Kings, Greg, went all in, even trading a couple of veteran contracts to the Sixers.
Yeah, and they used the cap reshuffling to sign Kufis and Rondo, a number of others as well at the beginning of last year. And regardless of the outcome of last season's game, those moves made this team much more competitive. And now the question is, can they build off of some of that momentum? It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And it's Collison in for Garrett Temple. Minnesota also making some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Towns. Hill comes in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Muhammad in for Kevin Garnett. And the basket is good. And that's now 7 points for Chris Dunn.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
That's an excellent finish on the break, getting all the way to the cup for an easy one.
Now, here's Kufis. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
You know, his rebounding was extremely impressive, too. I mean, he snagged some huge boards out there. He's been lights out here in the second, and that's after a pretty good showing in the first.
Dunn kicks to Hill. He dishes it to Dunn. It's back to Hill. Kick out to Levine. There's the pass to Dunn for the 3. Rebound by the Kings.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Collison inside, and he drops it in from the low post. Collison's got 9. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. Aldrich drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, this is the trend in the NBA. Big guys who can step away and drill it with range.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Timberwolves on top, running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. For us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. But then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there, and Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. We've seen Aaron Aflalo really having a great game.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
I don't think you can let this guy run free through the paint. I mean, you got to put a body on him or he'll go wild.
offense, here are the Kings. Collison is out there with a follow. And there's Anthony Tolliver. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Got a piece of it. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
And the explosion to the hoop. Dunn finishing in style.
And for Sacramento, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Outside Collison. Eyes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
At the elbow, it's Cousins. Passes it to Tolliver. Towns kicks to Levine. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Levine's got 17 now.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Gay. They need this. Good as the jump shot ball.
There's no question he's one of the more gifted offensive players in this league. More evidence of that right here.
And Doris, a lot of people knew that Towns would be good in the NBA, but just how quickly he has established himself as a defensive force is very impressive. You can see how he impacts decisions that opponents are making on the floor around him.
Yeah, I think Towns is always lurking and always aware of what the opposite offense is thinking about, and so he gets a lot of his blocks when the shooter didn't even know Cat was in position to block it. And what's really impressive is how versatile Cat is with who he can match up with and his defense individually in one-on-one situations.
And Towns drops them both. Doris, as a former lead guard, point guard that you were, who has the most impressive ball handling skills in the league? Who's got the best handle in your opinion?
Well, I think under duress of defenses, I would say Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry are the 3 guys who I think have mastery of the ball regardless of single coverage, double coverage, trying to navigate pick and roll situations. Those 3 guys to me are right at the top.
It's art almost, isn't it? The way they handle it.
No question it's art.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Top of the key, Garnett. He kicks it to Muhammad. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Towns. Nice D from Cousins.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Afralo dishes to Collison. Here's Gay. And it's Gay again missing.
And this is the thing. They're trying to battle back, but his erratic shooting is really hurting.
Muhammad, the pass to Towns. Garnett, right side. Back to Towns. Shoots. Nice form on the 20-footer. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's been dead-eyed tonight, and the whole team has prospered from that.
Collison kicks to Gay from 12 feet out. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Levine. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
The ability of Levine, it's eye-popping on certain nights.
Collison dishes to Gay. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Levine kicks to Garnett. Back to Levine. Towns down low. Cousins is there. Pulls it from the elbow. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Towns. And 12 points for Garnett.
Well, what a delivery. The catch and shoot for Garnett. Perfect.
Outside Collison. And Cousins kicks to Gay. Back Back to Cousins. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
You know, the passing there deserves a mention. That assist was a thing of beauty.
Dunn passes to Towns. Outside, Levine. The feed to Garnett. Kicks it to Towns. Back to Garnett. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, solid mid-range. KG just getting work done.
The Kings have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Screen by Cousins. Poke loose. Collison dishes to Cousins. Back to Collison. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Towns kicks to Garnett from the line. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
I mean, this efficiency is pretty unreal. I wonder if they made a couple of adjustments at the half.
Now here's Gay. He's got 6. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Levine against the follow. Levine kicks to Dunn. Garnett the pass to Levine. Back to Garnett. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the paint. Pass break, Minnesota for the finish. And Dunn with the slam.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Collison dishes to Gay. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Sacramento again missing. Minnesota with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Garnett kicks to Muhammad. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Some changes for Sacramento. Caspi comes in for Anthony Towler. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Timberwolves also changing it up. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. Cousins with the bucket.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
Minnesota with the ball. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
And for the Kings, their shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Rubio against Collison. Dishes it to Gay. Takes a 3. Sacramento gets it back. That one wide left.
He should have made that, guys. The defense was okay, but he had no excuse not to finish.
And Pekovic kicks to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pekovic against Cousins. Here's Dang. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Zhang's got 7.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
2 on none. No one back to stop this. Good on the shot. And it's 9 points for Ricky Rubio.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
I think if you look historically at the Timberwolves, the best years for this franchise were during the prime Kevin Garnett era. Obviously, they finished atop the West back in 2004. Best showing in franchise history. And they end up losing to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Now, here's Cousins after the miss from Ricky Rubio. Cousins. Muhammad grabs the board.
Just have to shake that miss off. He knows he can make it.
Bean passes to Pekovic. He feeds it to Zhang from 13. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That 2004 Wolves team was led by Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. That was the season where he won the team's only national MVP award.
And Kevin, what a shame that team fell short of making the finals. Injuries, if you remember, slowed them up in the playoffs. They weren't full strength. You look back, and that season was pure magic for Timberwolves fans.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. For Sacramento, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Collison kicks to Caspi. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Caspi's got his second basket of the game.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Muhammad dishes to Hill. Pass to Rubio. It's back to Hill. Feeds it to Muhammad. To the inside. The 10-footer. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 11 points for Ricky Rubio.
I tell you, I'm willing to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
Barnes passes to Caspi. There's the dish to Temple. Collison in the post. Covered by Rubio.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
Here's Muhammad. Wide open shot is on the money. Muhammad's got 17 now.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Kufis kicks to Temple. There's the pick. Puts up a three. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a look here at the shot chart.
Well, they're going to have to look elsewhere for points because he has pulled a Houdini and completely disappeared from the offense in this one. Just no production from him, and nothing seems to be in rhythm for him right now. It's just not his night.
1:43 left to play in the third. Back to Rubio. Here's Hill. Aldridge dishes to Hill. For three, Levine. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Levine comes to help. Barnes outside. Collison up top. Just 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. Collison with another miss.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Drills the three-pointer. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Oh, man, you just hate to see something like that.
Boy, injuries, you know, they can change the complexion of a matchup, sometimes an entire season.
McLemore's checked in for Darren Collison. Here's Kufis. Following the three by Minnesota. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
I think he just got nervous there, guys. Not sure what he was going for there.
Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Outside Hill. Pass to Rubio. He dishes it to Muhammad. Here's Aldridge. The Timberwolves have been 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, it's 50%. Not great work there. That one is off. Jones checked in for the Timberwolves. No luck that time either. Kings shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's Temple. He's got 10. No good from Caspi.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
You know, this is where your leaders need to step up. They need to force a shift in the tide.
Jones for 3. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
Welcome Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. For the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We got Cole Aldrich. Jones is out there with Rush. And there's Pekovic. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward position. Down low. Here's Colin Stein. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Cole Aldrich.
The awareness there, Kev, of follow, finding the open man.
And so many former players do go into broadcasting after their playing days. And Doris, when did you know that was a possibility for you?
Oh, I fell into this business, Kevin. Make no mistake, because I'll tell you, I had it all going on in college. Bad hair, bad clothes, bad teeth, you name it. Only thing I cared about in college was whether my jumper could match my dribble drive.
But you made the great transformation.
I'll tell you, I fell into it. I left coaching at Providence, and they put their games on radio and said, hey, why don't you give this a try? And little by little, sure, a little bit here, a little bit there, and next thing you know, I'm calling NBA games.
And we know coaches are so prepared. It comes out in your broadcast, too. I'm sure you have the same mindset toward broadcast that you did coaching.
Well, I think, if you're going to have any kind of success in life, it's about how much are you willing to pour into what you do. And because the game has always meant so much to me, you know how it is. We don't consider what we do work.
Right.
Preparation is fun. Watching games is fun. Calling games is fun.
Well, it comes out in your broadcast. Minnesota with the ball. Sacramento able to drain the three. On the basket by Jones.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Too many. Simple as that. Their defensive weaknesses are being exposed right now.
And McLemore kicks to Labissiere. Doris, we've seen more teams look to expand their offenses and stretch teams out. You can't analyze the NBA now without using the word spacing to look at a play.
Yeah, it almost makes you feel like perhaps that post play is being phased out of the game. I don't like that. To me, some of my best memories is watching Hakeem Olajuwon deliver the dream shake on the block, or Patrick Ewing, overpower somebody. What's your take? I mean, do you think this is something that is simply cyclical, Kevin, where the post play is out of it, or do you see a time where maybe it comes back in?
Well, you've talked about the influence of a Steph Curry and what his long-range shooting means for all these young kids playing on playgrounds around the world.
Right.
They're intrigued by it. They're going to work at it. They see future glory for themselves.
Correct.
I think spacing is here. I think seeing players move without the ball, cutting without the ball, enjoying the passing, enjoying the dribbling. They're bringing in parts of the game which are so eye-pleasing, so fun to watch. And I'm sure it's fun to play, too.
No question. I think, obviously, there's something so exciting to the team making the three and so demoralizing to the team that's having it done to them.
Think of how few players are the size 7-footers, 6'8", 7'2", that have that kind of size that can play that kind of game. You're talking about a very small number.
You're 100% right.
A lot of 6'2", 6'1", 6'3" kids out there,
no
boys
question.
and girls that can play that kind of game.
Well, we keep talking about Steph Curry. Draymond Green may be revolutionizing the NBA as much as Steph Curry.
Yes, good point. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Darren Collison. What's the news, Dave?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Kings. Told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. A really discouraging development for this team at such an early point in the season. We'll see how they respond, Kevin.
All right, David, and folks, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
Yeah, his fortitude is tremendous. He's going to keep rehabilitating at the highest level until he's back out there with his teammates.
And there's the 3-second violation. And the NBA allows more fouls than college with 6, but some feel it might not be enough as it affects games too heavily. We lose some of our best players too early, some say. What is the right amount? Too much, too little? What do you think?
Well, I think they're right where they need to be perfectly frank. And if you remember in college basketball, the Big East, when Patrick Ewing was playing there, they went to 6 fouls, and I thought the level of physicality became absurd on the college level. However, it's different on the NBA. I don't think that 6th foul, it's the perfect amount for this league. I get that the fans want the stars to be on the floor. 6 fouls over a 48-minute game is absolutely perfect.
The shot's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Aldrich. Rebound by Caspi. Caspi's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the pass to McLemore. Shoots off the screen, and he hits the jump shot.
Defensively, they've got to do a better job getting out there on him on those mid-range jumpers. That's his specialty.
Jones, the pass to Aldrich. Jones kicks to Bielitsa. Buries it from 3-point range.
Add another triple to their second half total.
I mean, since the break, they've been unconscious from distance.
To the inside. And Labissiere gets it to go.
And once Labissiere has that kind of position down there, it's pretty much over already. So skilled at draining baskets from that range.
Here's Aldrich. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Aflalo dishes to Caspi. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. Doris, offense up around the NBA in the last couple of years. Do you feel that this is a good thing for the league?
I love it. I think the fans love it. You and I love it. The pace is faster. The shooting is better. The excitement level is through the roof. This NBA, what do they say? It's fantastic.
It is, but defense wins championships. Are you still sticking with that as a mantra?
No question.
Yeah.
Championships have
Right.
been defined on the defensive end.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
I mean, easily prevented points if they just attacked the boards the way they should have.
2 points. That one goes. Labissiere's got 4 points in the quarter.
And if you are the D, you can't let Labissiere get these second chance opportunities. He is so skilled at reading shot trajectories and putting himself in the right position.
Yeah, it's simply great vision on that pass. Knew exactly where that pass needed to be and threaded it right through the teeth.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, that's the kind of shot they'll take all day long.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Back to Jones. Tries from 10. No good off the back of the rim. The Kings have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Cauley Stein. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he knocks down the first one.
And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship a number of years ago, it's really been a lot of turmoil for quite a while. I mean, the Kings have had ownership changes, coaching changes, personnel changes, front office changes. I mean, that's been the one constant, is the fact that they consistently are in change mode.
Now McLemore following Tyus Jones's 3-point attempt. Cauley Stein with the screen for McLemore. And Temple kicks to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Boy, did an excellent job to hit the moving target with the lead pass. That was simply perfectly placed.
Jones, the pass to Pekovic. Doris, you've studied the league under both David Stern, the former commissioner, current commissioner, Adam Silver. What direction do you think the NBA is going right now?
You know, you never want to follow a legend, and you never want to follow a guy like David Stern, who put the NBA into a stratosphere completely different than the league he took over. But you talk about a seamless transition and a guy who's paid his dues, so to speak. Adam Silver had been in the NBA office for so long. I love that his leadership style is different. He's not trying to be David Stern. He likes to be inclusive with his leadership. I don't think a commissioner has done a better job taking over for a legend.
Open-minded.
Totally open. You know what he is? David was perfect for his era. Adam is perfect for this era.
Well said. Here's Barnes. Following the score by Cole Aldridge. To the paint and stolen by Pekovic. Paulie Stein's shot is good. It's been all Timberwolves. Passes it to Bielitsa. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. So it's Sacramento now. And Temple kicks to Barnes. Poke loose. Lock at 6. He kicks it to McLemore. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Caspi, he's checked in for Labissiere. Minnesota also making some changes. Hill comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And it's Dunn in for Bielitsa. Dunn dishes to Hill. In the corner, Rush with it. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Dunn. Nailed from three-point land. Dunn's got 10 points in just the second half. Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Shots good by McLemore.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Jones, the pass to Hill. And as a point guard, you ran a lot of pick and rolls. That screen roll play is the very basis of offensive basketball. Just how much nuance do you think is involved? And I know, but I want to hear you, a successful pick and roll and pick and pop game.
Okay, so this just to give you some context on how involved the pick and roll is. Jeff Van Gundy has 300 pages of how on both sides of the ball you effectively run the pick and roll.
Got to be kidding.
300 pages in his coaching book on how to deal with the pick and roll.
And how about pick and roll defense?
Oh, I mean,
about the same equal number of pages,
and
right?
I'll tell you this, this is why the Chris Pauls of the world are so highly valued, because it doesn't matter what scheme you throw at Chris. He comes off that pick and his eyes are up and he's surveying, and in the most split-second fashion, running through a series of reads and making the right decision every time.
So here's the most basic play in basketball, yet if you go a layer deeper, it's maybe the most complex play in basketball. How to play it, how to defend it.
I'll tell you, they say the best things in life are the simple things in life. Pick and roll is the NBA at its absolute definition.
And Jones slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Here's Temple after the basket by Minnesota. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Doris, when you talk to Minnesota fans, there is a sense of optimism with this team that had been absent for so long. The Timberwolves are a franchise that had been very, very close to being good for a long time. Where are they now?
Well, I think, Kevin, fans think this is a team that could one day be playing for an NBA title. And they aren't wrong with the talent that are the pillars of this organization. If there is any fan base that deserves to have a team like this, it's easy to cheer for Minnesota.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious for everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Dunn.
Well, you have to admire the defensive job he did. Showed how you can really change a game with your defense, and that helped propel their offense to me. Gave them a lot of key extra possessions to work with.
Now Now here's Barnes. Here's Temple. Rush grabs the miss.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Yeah, bottom line, more boards means more possessions, and that's how you build a lead.
Nobody near Barnes. Sinks the three-pointer. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now, here's Dunn. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road.
And on the road, they knew they might have to work a little harder. You could see it coming, even in warm-ups, that they would be giving maximum effort.
Temple can't get it to go. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin. Now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Dunn. He was a veritable offensive juggernaut this evening. He ended with double figures in both points and assists, pretty much dominating at every turn.
With the ball in his hands, Chris Dunn is such a weapon. He has a tremendous ability to create for his teammates, but also that first step allows him to attack the rim. Just what you want from your point guard. He was a huge factor tonight.
Listen, Ernie, I don't know if the opposing fans got him riled up or what, but he was out for blood tonight. Shaquille O'Neal, man, he had intensity at his all-time high. He looked like a different player than we're used to seeing.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, all 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.